Banshee video. You saw me running it a little bit. It sounded awful as far as the exhaust. The more I watched the video, like this does not sound right. Long story short, I loved how the machine ran. I started watching a bunch of other Banshee videos. I've had plenty of 250R ATVs and the quads. I have one quad, I think an 89. I've always wanted a Banshee, and I kept telling myself, man, if my buddy wants to sell this, I think I'd want it. So we worked out the Banshee. This is a 99 Banshee. We worked it out for a good deal. My buddy worked with me a little bit. It needs work. I knew that. But like I was saying, the last video, I kept telling myself this exhaust doesn't sound right. So we made the purchase, and long story short, I tore the pipes off and polished them up. The heads on the pipe where it first comes out the exhaust, they're really bad with surface rust. I got them to the best I could with like a soft wire wheel and sanding and just like 10 hours of labor on these pipes, but they look so much better. I'll post pictures. But we're jumping into Project Banshee, and I'm so excited to start this, guys. This is 100% on a budget. I don't have the money just to put all new stuff on here, all new bearings. I'm attacking the areas that really need addressed. So it's a solid bike. A lot of the play was the spindles up front. The spindle bolt mounts were just loose. The sprocket was just loose in the back. The axle bolt, I tightened that up, got that out. It just had a little play. But the bearings, I can tell with the carrier being a little worn out on the sprocket side, that whole carrier needs replaced. But we're going to come back and do that eventually. But we're going to slam some new bearings in it and seals in it for now. And that should be good for a little while. But then I want to eventually replace that whole carrier. But up front, we just need some upper A-arm bushings. And I'm going to try to clean this up and do some touch-up work. Again, on a budget. But I'm really excited. To the engine and why it's out, and as you can see, it is gone. It's up on the bench. We tore that down. Everything's in spec to just hone it out and put some new pistons. It had Wascos in it. I'm going to put those back in it. The one Wasco was about to let loose. I could hear the piston slap. I knew I couldn't run this engine much longer, especially after I quieted it down with the silencer packing I put in there. And it sounds so much better, but I could just hear the noise of the engine a little more. And I got my stethoscope out, and I could tell it's piston slap. But anyhow, got the engine out. I figured out what all I had going on here. It's got the Pro Design cool head on it with the 21cc domes. I think they were 21s. 21s or 20, whatever is supposed to be at 160 psi, I believe. And that's what also told me the compression was way down this thing. I knew the engine needed attention. The bike's solid. So anyhow, I honed the cylinders down. I'm waiting for my pistons. We're going to clean the engine up a little bit. We're not going to go too crazy with it. I just want to get it back to running it and be able to ride it and gradually clean it up. This is going to happen in many phases. We got a graphics kit we just got in today for the plastics. I cleaned them up pretty good. I did run it a little bit. They need cleaned again. The gaulded up exhaust springs, I got them off. I got new ones sitting here. We're going to throw the carriers in and the A-arm bushings. I'm excited for the engine. I'm excited that I pulled the cylinders. The cylinders got mild port and polish work, and it looks like whoever did it, it wasn't their first rodeo. They did a really good job, but it's a mild port and polish. Now, guys, I'm still learning on the Banshees. I've rebuilt two-strokes all my life. I'm good with them. However, this is my first time with the Banshee, so I'm not gonna act like I know it all. So chime in there and help me out in the comments if you guys have any great ideas. This rebuild is on a budget just to get this thing running so we can play on it a little bit, get some videos out for you guys hitting it in the trails a little bit, and then I'm just going to go back in and just keep fixing stuff. I'll post pictures of how much I cleaned it up from from me having it for my buddy to me purchasing it within like 3 days. I did all kinds of cleanup work to this thing and tidied some stuff up after I rebuilt the carbs. But I'm not gonna make this intro much longer. I think I covered everything on the engine. I'll have different videos probably coming out of me putting that together. You know, I wanted to kind of go for a cylinder kit with some port and polished cylinders. But you know, I pulled it apart just to see, and it already had some of that stuff done. So I was like, hey, let's run with this. So the pistons, the piston kit should be here by the end of the week. So let's get into doing these carrier bearings and these bushings, guys, and we'll go from there. Yeah, so guys, I can see the carriers have got some more there by the sprocket, and these bearings are just not the best in the world. So we got them. We're gonna replace them out. Tightening that nut up there. It's definitely got a lot of resistance, and that's gonna slow us down. We don't want that. So let's start getting these wheels off and go from there. Guys, this is a problem. They're steel wheels, dude. What the? Steel wheels on a Banshee? Factory, they're not even steel. So yeah, they got some nice tires on here. It's a shame. Maybe I'll sell them and look for some aluminum wheels and tires for this thing. I'm a fan of turf tamer like style tires, a little bit lower profile. Always like them. But yeah, steel wheels on a Banshee. Why? Alright guys, we got our old seals and bearings out here. We got our new replacement ones here. These were just eBay ones, guys. eBay aftermarket bearings. But that's going to make this thing roll a lot better, because this, like, look at this. It's all gritty and just, it needs replaced. The play in it wasn't like nothing crazy. So let's get the other one out and take a look. Yep, they're OEM. Definitely need replaced. I've seen worse, but we'll get the new ones in here. Got the seals underneath. Again, they're just the old Amazon brand. Think about it, I'll drop a link, guys. Alright guys, got the bearings and bushings out. I'll crack some seals. There's our eBay bearings and seals. Get them out and get them in. Let's check these babies out. Oh yeah, feel a lot better than the factory ones. They've seen their better days, guys. They see what looks good. How's that feel? Oh yeah, guys, that's gonna feel really nice. gonna tighten things up. And the seal. There's where I'm telling you, the carrier's just, it's got some wear. You see the gap wasn't even all the way across there. We're gonna get another one, just not right away. I know I can get some aftermarket ones with the bearings and seals already in it, so it wouldn't hurt to have a spare either. Might end up with a second Banshee one day, who knows? But nah, this thing's almost trash, guys. So, but we're gonna slam these aftermarket bearings in here. That way, it makes it the ATV more of a solid drive, and it has no resistance and more performance gains, huh, guys? You can't have it not rolling like it was factory. But let's jump on and get these new bearings and seals in here. All right, guys, we're back hitting it again after supper here, and we're ready to throw everything back in here. I apologize. I'm getting another light put up on this post, and we're gonna have a little better lighting in here. Haven't even had this shop set up for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now. Maybe going on half a year. But anyhow, guys, look what came in today. So we're gonna be building this Banshee engine a lot sooner than I anticipated. I'm working on cleaning it up the best I can, just while wiping it down. Like I said, I'm sure it's gonna come off again. But guys, we got our gasket kit in here, Vertex. We got our 2 pistons. We are that's some board pistons at 65 millimeter, which is nothing crazy. I want to keep it reliable, so I like it having added performance and still having some reliability. May we go bigger down the road and build a stroker motor engine, I should say. That's very possible. But yeah, got that off of eBay, guys. That came in very quickly. Shout out to EWS Motorsports. Yeah, awesome, guys. So yeah, that's exciting, guys. We're gonna be putting this engine together very soon. So let's get back at putting these hub bearings in and seals and getting this job done. All right, guys, we got the bearing tapped in there. These Banshees have been really easy. I just used the same little rod. I have a bearing puller kit, but when it goes this easy, just be very careful. This kind of butts right up against the inner and outer race there, and just tap it easily the whole way around till it seats in there properly. We're on to the next side, guys. All right, guys, I wanted to get this one in high for you guys. We got our bushing all greased up. We oiled our bearing up good, and just gonna start it in there. I usually just start with some light taps around the outer race. Just start tapping away, guys. Yeah, this one's gonna be more contrary now that I want to do it on film here. Yep, you don't want to go too crazy, and you want to take this in as even as possible. Because if they get wedged in there, yeah, you're going to be in a nightmare then. Alright, guys. About ready to pull this axle through. Oh my gosh, it feels so much better than those old bearings that were in here. Like I say, they didn't have a whole lot of play, but you could feel some flat spots on the ball bearings here and there, and they were filled with grud and all kinds of grime and who knows what. All right, let's put our seals in, guys, and we're gonna slide this axle through. Seals in, guys. So you can see I need to replace this. It's definitely not true. and we definitely got some wear here. So this whole collar is gonna have to be replaced and swapped out. But for now, we're just going to do the bearings and seals. It's still operational, probably from the sprocket being loose, because it was loose when I got it, and it just started to wear from it not being true and moving around unevenly in there. But we'll get that fixed down the road. But that's going to work for now. It'll work. It'll just it'll make it a little bit more easier, I think, for water and stuff to get into those bearings there. Got the axle on. It's spinning pretty good and freely. It's gonna be like brand new almost here. Pretty much brand new. We got brake pads to throw on this thing too, so I might just let the caliper stay right where it's at for now. But I'm gonna get this hub on here and get these wheels back on here so this thing can become a roller again, and this rear end's gonna be about ready to go. I'm very excited to tear into this engine now, so that video will be coming soon too. So let's get the rest of this buttoned up here and put back together. Alright guys, if we look down here, we got the axle all back on. Spins really well. It's going to wobble a little bit. I got stuff on that carrier loose from taking the chain off, but it spins really well. And it's nice and tight now. But the last time, like you wouldn't even get half a revolution off of it. But yeah. So that's good. Got that done. Very easy job, by the way. If you need to do the bearings in the rear and these things, the bearings and seals, it's a very easy job. I was very surprised how easy that was. All right, guys. So now we, I put the brake caliper with the brakes that were in it back on there. I didn't even put the new pads on that I have because there's like 75% life left in those. So we're gonna get up and do these front brake pads. And I'm itching to get over to that engine so bad, but it doesn't matter because I want to do what I have to do here to go out and ride this thing safely. Like I say, it's a solid bike. Everything's solid on it. I was a little surprised how easy it was, and it didn't cost me a lot to get this thing very reliable. But everything up front is solid when you turn the wheel. Like, you don't have no movement anywhere, and you can tell when you ride it, guys. But if I do give it a good shake back and forth, you can see play there, guys, in these A-arm bushings. So I think they're shot. We'll get them replaced, work on cleaning this thing up. We're gonna build this engine, and I'm so excited to get out here and rip this ATV for you guys. But let's get back at it, guys. Alright guys, I know I kind of jumped around because these did come in unexpectedly, but we're going to throw this on the fly in this video. I did not plan on it getting to this part yet. Got parts everywhere for this thing, but we want to make sure the wall to piston clearance and everything is looking good. If I know that's good, I know my rings should be plenty good. Whether or not I have to file them or not, but we'll find out. But I just had to check these pistons out, man. We don't want to lose these. Oh, here we go. Look, guys. Look. Oh my gosh. Whew. Oh man, a new piston. So, yep, 6500. So we're at a 65 millimeter bore here on these Wasco pistons. Man, they're pretty. Be a good Christmas ornament for the Christmas tree, huh? Be a good idea. All right, so what we want to do, I think these are all wiped down pretty good. I'm gonna run a towel through them again. We're gonna check our wall to piston clearance real quick. So let me get my stuff ready. I'm gonna get some clean towels, make sure these cylinders are clean. I'm pretty sure they are, but just want to double check, and we're gonna jump back in here. All right, guys, the moment of truth here. We want about 4 thousandths clearance on this, and here is the label if anyone would like to see it. If you guys can read that or not. There you go. I don't think that's coming in the greatest. Anyhow, well, we're looking for a 4 thousandths clearance. We got 3 thousandths here. I think 4 thousandths is max. So we don't want any more than that. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna stick one of these. Oh man, these things are beautiful. I'm gonna stick one of these bad boys down in here and hope that it fits. It's a little tight. It almost seems a little tight at first, but I think we're good to go here, guys. Just by eyeballing it. Let me get some added light here. Oh man, that's pretty. We got 4 thousandths here. Oh yeah, it's about what we want there. Yeah, yep, all right. So we're good there, guys. Obviously, if you were to tear this down again, say it blows up on you, whatever happens, and you luck out to put another top in, you're probably gonna definitely wanna send these out to get bored out. But we're good to go, thankfully. We lucked out there. We're gonna save some money there. We're still in spec. I just wanted to check that, and it's been on my mind, and we'll get this other cylinder checked real quick. Sorry guys, I'm very excited about this project. Really am. Pretty piston in there, guys. Looks really good. I gotta double check these heads for warpage too. That's one thing I didn't do. We're gonna double check that. Yep. So that's nice and tight in there, so that's good. Good deal. Good deal. Yep. And like I say again, if that would be any looser to where I would jump to 5 or 6 thousandths, like it's a no-brainer. Send these cylinders out, get them bored. And do it properly, but we're lucking out. We'll stay and inspect. Should be able to slap these things in, and it's going to do wheel stands. Yeah, I'm excited, guys. But I just wanted to drop that in there, and I will have vids coming on the build. It's not going to be a step-by-step tutorial or anything of that matter. I'm still waiting on. I got beside myself because I'm still waiting on a kit. For the cool head. It's an O-ring kit to redo the cool head, because I'm not going to reuse the O-rings on that head. But I thought I'd pull this stuff out to put it in this video just to show you guys what's coming on the Banshee build here. Alright guys, yeah, extremely excited about the engine build. I can't get over it. Wasn't expecting to get the pistons in tonight, so yeah. So everything's good there in spec. I'll check ring gap when I build the engine. I'm sure that's good too. But we're gonna get in doing the front bushings here. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. See the movement? Definitely some movement there. So that's the only movement in the front end. It is very solid. I was like the videos I was watching on this thing is how the handling sucked, and I thought this thing is riding awesome. So I mean, it tells me everything must be really solid in the bike. Everything in the front end felt freaking great. So So this bushings is the only play that's in this. I repacked the bearings with grease already. I had frozen brake calipers, pulled them all apart, lubed everything up, sanded down. I polished the pistons a little bit, and I polished the pins, made everything work better from being seized up here. But we're gonna jump into doing these upper bushings. I'm gonna do them all, but I'm just gonna do what's needed done because we're gonna get this thing back together and show everybody a before and after of what I got when I got this thing. And we're gonna go out and hit the trails, guys. We got the front end bushings done, very easy job. I probably should have got the caps and everything too, but I just ordered the bushings, pulled it apart, greased everything, and tightened everything back up with the new bushings in there, and everything seems really solid now. There's no play in the front end anymore. We got the rear bearings put in, the seals put in for the carrier. The only thing I'm gonna have left to do is put these brake pads on, and other than that, I got a graphics kit to put on these plastics back here. I gotta clean those up, obviously. They cleaned up good from when my friend had it looking pretty good. I'll post before and after pics on that. But hey, stay tuned on the next videos to come. I'm gonna be finishing this thing up. We'll slap the front brake pads on here. We'll be working on the graphics kit, and we'll be working on this engine. I'm gonna do all that might be all one other video. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how that works out. But yep, that's gonna be a wrap, guys. Hey, stay tuned for more videos to come. And I'm so excited myself to get this thing out there and ripping the trails. Thanks for watching Digging Deep, guys. We'll catch you on the next vid.